9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Show on the internet, providing the hottest takes, up-to-date news and moves, and the latest NFL reactions. It's TeamBoydTV Live, introducing the bad boys of NFL sports talk, the Raven Showcut, JB, the Sage of Sports, Glass, and your host, Big Q. It's about to get rough, and it's about to get raw. It's game time. Welcome to TeamBoydTV Live.
What's going on, everybody? What's happening? It's your boy, Big Q, TeamBoydTV Live. We are live, except for maybe on YouTube. YouTube might be having some problems. Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Big Q, from TeamBoydTV Live. And we may be live everywhere except for YouTube. YouTube might be still having some problems. I don't know. But either way, we are here. We are in the flesh. This is TeamBoydTV Live. Week 10. We're going to get it. I got my boys with me. I got the Raven Shogun coming from an undisclosed location. What's going on, JB? What's
happening? Yeah. Yo, man, live for the Four Seasons, man. Four Seasons Landscaping. You know? TeamBoydTV Live, man. Facebook. They ain't holler YouTube. I don't know what's going on with them, but yeah, everybody who's watching, it's live.
Hey, listen, we are gracious for anybody who's able to make it to the show this evening because, like I said, YouTube is having some issues, and I don't know really what's going on with it. But like I said, we're going to work through it. If you are seeing us, man, on Twitter, man, like there's links to Sportscaster, the Facebook, Urban Arena, and the Periscope links. Hook that up. Sage Sports, Glass is in the building. What's going on, Glass?
What up, fam? JB, Big Q, everybody out there on social media. I'm sorry about the YouTube situation, but it is what it is. But if you join us on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, go ahead. We appreciate you guys joining in on the show. Let's get the show cracking.
Yeah, let's get it cracking, man. And listen, I had some stuff prepared, and I always had things prepared for you guys because y'all always say stuff on the show the week before. And I like to rub it in y'all's face. I like to rub it back in y'all's face because y'all always say some stupid stuff. You know what I mean? You always say some stupid stuff.
Get that out your vocabulary,
you know what?
Y'all.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can find this real quick because I like when I'm right and I like when y'all and I like that. So let me see here. It shouldn't be difficult for me to find this real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second here. One thing I forgot to do is I forgot to press record on the Zoom tonight, so I'm gonna have to because
that's y'all fault.
No,
right?
that's me. That's me. But the audio version of the podcast will still go up. Don't worry about it. It's all good. And as a matter of fact, while I'm waiting on this record to load up, I got a special announcement for everybody. Y'all hang on. On the show. Anyway, for these dudes, because we had a discussion last week, and this is what y'all proved to y'all why y'all was wrong. Okay, listen to this, and y'all can't deny because it's y'all's own voices. Okay, here we go.
That's like 10 y'all.
Exactly. Exactly. You saying that the Green Bay Packers
that's last week
top team in the NFC? You just gonna crap on the Seattle Seahawks at 6-1?
I'm
you
not
crap on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
No, that's not what
anyway, back to this.
He purposely left NFC South teams out of this, and that's cool.
That's
hypothetical, right?
Well, listen, of course, I'm gonna lead us NFC South team because the NFC. So because y'all already put your foot in your mouth, let me pause it right there. Right, let me pause it right there. So, Glass, this is what you said in case the people who was listening didn't hear it clearly, because that was your voice from last week. Saying, getting all in my case because I said that Tampa Bay, Tom Brady, and Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson, wasn't the best teams and the best quarterbacks in the NFC. Now, a full week removed, right? We saw the debacle in Tampa Bay. I don't know what's going on in Seattle. I don't know what's going on in Seattle. But I'm just saying, I would like for you guys, y'all, JB and Glass, to explain yourselves. That's what I like y'all to do right now. And I don't care which one of y'all go first. I don't care.
JB, what do you want to do? Me or you?
Go ahead, man. Please.
All right. First off, you don't have to get that y'all out your vocabulary because y'all is right most of the time. So I understand you basking in the glory because it's very rare that you right compared to me and JB. So whenever you go ahead and blow your whistle, go ahead and blow your whistle.
Yes.
Come back to what I said. Like I said, you crapping in.
Yeah.
Cause you up here glorifying the Packers. So let me see. Packers are 6-2. Seahawks are 6-2. Buccaneers. Let me see where the Buccaneers at. Buccaneers 6-3. Things 6-2. So what you saying? The sun will shine on the dog.
Wow. You know what, JB? I hear
is always right twice a day.
I hear a lot of back.
Come on, man. I hear what you're saying. Go ahead, clap your hands, do all that stuff. But in the long run, who will be in the playoffs?
Listen, I hear a lot of
energy at the end when it comes to playoffs.
Yeah.
When the Packers get kicked out and the mother team is still up in there. That's all I got.
I hear a lot of backpedaling. I hear a lot of backpedaling right now, JB. It's weird. I hear a lot of backpedaling.
I'm coming at you full straight. I'm coming at you with the cock and loaded, bro.
It sounds like backpedaling to me, JB. I'm just saying. That's what it sounds like to me.
Ooh, I tell you. Go ahead, JB. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
I just want to. He's looking for some gratification from his Glass that I ain't gonna give him satisfaction.
Wow.
Let's go echo your sentiment without going down the line.
Wow.
Bro clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
You'd like to sit up here and be contrary to the real aficionados, and that's okay, man. So
I can't believe y'all.
12 p.m. and your bro clock is at 12 a.m. It is what it is.
I can't believe y'all. I really can't believe y'all.
Hey, you knocked on our door, bro.
I really can't believe y'all. I can't believe y'all. I really can't. Listen.
Anything I said last week, bro.
Listen. Okay. So after seeing the epic, and we're gonna get into this. We're gonna really talk about the Buccaneers and Tom Brady. We really gonna. In fact, we're gonna talk about the quarterback landscape as a whole. But I just can't. I can't help it. I can't help it, but to remind you guys that I was the one who said that it was going to be Aaron Rodgers standing on the top of the pile, and that the Green Bay Packers were indeed the best team in the NFC. Now, you epic meltdown in Tampa Bay. Y'all can make as many excuses for the Seattle Seahawks as you want. You know what I mean? Like you can do that. And I think the only reason why the Breeze and the Saints are in this conversation, JB, is because they played against those sorry Buccaneers. Okay, that's the only reason why we're not talking about them right now. Any rebuttals from either one of y'all? I'm just saying, I'm ready tonight. You know what I mean? I'm ready tonight.
To me, the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers are damn near the same team.
Wow.
Great quarterback. The defense suck. They have the same amount of wide receivers and running backs. So to me, if you want to compare anybody talking about the Green Bay Packers are the top of the NFC, there's a lot of teams that'll match up with them. Once again, all of them damn near 6-2. So what are we talking about right now?
So records are one thing, JB, and of course, we always got the numbers to rely on, and they, and the proof is always in the pudding, and I'm a proponent of that, but also the eye test, bro. The eye test. You can't front on the eye test. You can't front on the eye test. You trying to tell me that out of these quarterbacks that y'all was talking about, especially who are you caping up for last week? Was it Russell Wilson? Who was it? I can't remember who it was. But you got mad at me because I was saying it was Aaron Rodgers. Either way, you trying to tell me the eye test, JB, that Aaron Rodgers just don't do it right. Talking about these NFC quarterbacks. I'm just saying.
For a week.
Oh my God!
The type of losses that
oh my God.
Brady just had and Russell Wilson just had, he had a week ago when Dalvin Cook ran all over that whole. They looked bad. So I will lambast these quarterbacks for a week of the season. He's a cream of the crop after 7-8 weeks of no.
You know what? I try to bring proof to I don't like to say wild stuff just for the sake of saying wild stuff. That's not what I like to do.
Wait, stop, Big Q.
No,
stop, Big Q, right now.
Just being honest, right? I'm just
first off. You said you sound messed up. Q.
Huh?
There's a reason why his sound is messed up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and jump up in there.
That's some BS, man.
Thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump up in here. You
what's
fix the
wrong with
sound, Big Q, while I go ahead and say this. Now you talking
my
about
sound is good, right?
you go by the eye test, right?
Yeah.
So okay, I understand. The Buccaneers got whooped 38-13, right? By the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
38-3.
Oh, is it 33 or 38?
38.
Doesn't matter.
38-3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my point right here.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, I'm looking on my board in about week 6. Your Green Bay Packers got their ass handed to by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 38-13.
Okay,
So what we saying?
I recall.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah,
No, you don't, because you didn't bring that up. You bringing up to what happened this week.
I
And
recall.
you see, you going against the model that we always say, any given Sunday.
Wow. Okay.
Any given Sunday, something going to happen to somebody.
Yeah.
You lick your wounds, you re-strategize, and you keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Your sound's still bad, kid.
What you
Yeah.
mean? My sound is, what's wrong with my sound?
You muffled.
It's muffled? Okay, hold on to me.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh.
Went way low.
Okay, how about now?
There you go.
Okay, cool. I got my
I don't
juice
know.
back.
You might need to go
There
back.
you go.
I got my juice back. Okay, got my juice back. Okay, listen, Glass. I'm not. Like I said, I try to bring proof to these things. You know, I don't come empty-handed. When I say stuff, I try to bring, audible and visual proof of stuff. I did that. I did my part. I went into the archives. I found a clip of y'all.
I did my part.
I found it.
Oh, I know your voice is all messed up. Did you hear what I said?
I found a clip of y'all, talking out the side of y'all's necks, and I played it for you. Okay. You know what I mean? So now I done my part for the fans. I done my part for the people who watch the show. Who looking for some type of level-headedness on the show. This ain't the show of hyperbole. Okay, we don't get down like that here on TeamBoydTV Live. All right. We don't do that.
No. Since you want to bookmark what everybody says, let me ask you right now.
Yeah.
Are you saying the Green Bay Packers will run the NFC?
Listen, I guarantee you by the time we get done with this, the Green Bay Packers will have the number 1 seed in the NFC. By the time it's all said and done. You know what I mean?
I want you to bookmark this and bring it in when we need to bring it in.
Okay.
Right? I know you're a wizard on the board.
Oh, yeah.
You bring this back in, all right?
I will do that. I
I got my own show. I got my own podcast. I'm gonna heat you up tomorrow, bro. Go ahead.
Good. Okay. Cool. So,
You got it. You got to the stage now. Let's go.
okay. So I'm getting ready to pull up the scores and stuff from the weekend, because I think we had a pretty good slate of games, right? I think most of the games were pretty entertaining. Would you say, JB?
Oh yes.
They're pretty entertaining. So if we actually want to look at things and break things down, I think in the AFC, most of the divisions are separated by 2 games. I think 2 games is the minimum. And look at it real quick. Let's say AFC East 2 games, AFC West 3 games, AFC North 2 games, and AFC South 1 game. Okay, so and then I think all the games in the NFC are 1 game or more. There's like 2 in the West, but okay. Either way, the races is pretty tight on the NFC side of things, not so much on the AFC side of things. That's why I thought it was more important that we talk about, especially after seeing what happened with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. That's why I thought it was important that we had this conversation. So, I think we had at a time in the I ain't gonna say in the season, because this is actually in the timeline of the NFL, where a lot of the quarterbacks that we kind of grew attached to, and we don't watch them either do amazing things or not so amazing things. The time is winding down. You know what I mean? And so now we're at a point where some of them get ready to go. You know what I'm saying, Glass? So I put together a little list of quarterbacks that I think are about done. You know what I mean? And I see, and we'll look at the ones who are on the rise, and the ones that are kind of in the middle, who still got some legacy left to prove. JB, there's always this talk about a cliff for Tom Brady, right? And we've seen times where, like at the beginning of the season, where he came out and it didn't look like he, missed a step, and time was completely on his side and he was straight and everything was good, wasn't nothing to worry about. And then we saw what happened this weekend. Just looking at it on the face of it right now, in the moment, right? Because I think they signed Tom Brady what 2 or 3 year deal down there? Because it ain't just a 1 year thing down there, is it?
I think it's 2.
Yeah. So, JB, what you think, man? You think they getting their money's worth with Tom Brady, or was he worth the hype package that came along with it, or was it just something just to put some eyeballs on Tampa Bay just for a second? Yeah, what you think it was?
In my opinion, it reminds me when the Panthers dug Vinny Testaverde out of the grave to play quarterback. It's bad, it's awful. Everything about that loss was on him. I saw how they did my quarterback for having a bad one, but he ain't never been beat 38-3. I don't care how many Super Bowls you get, you don't get beat 38-3 by a divisional opponent, even though he ain't been in that division to declare that, to understand that rivalry fully. Still football, and you don't get beat 30-3. You got to have contingency plan. You should know full well what the contingency is when you're down 3 scores.
Right.
I know it was happening to him fast, but it still was on him. It was a piss poor performance by Brady. It's Brady's fault. All of it is on Brady, and it looked like they're a house poor team with just names.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of names that, y'all know what the term house poor is, right? You got a nice house, you can't afford a bed to put in the damn thing.
Right.
That's what they look like. Brady was the number one glaring piece of house poor furniture, the only piece in the house for me.
Hell of a take.
I'm just vicious and this emphatic about it because of how they do my quarterback. So a loss against a play against the team we lost against, but we could have still won that game, despite the fact Lamar was playing bad. This comparison to Brady, he looked like Sam Darnold. He looked like Eddie Dalton.
Wow.
He looked like they should have called up Jameis Winston. He never got beat 38-3 when he was in Tampa Bay uniform.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that was strong, Glass. That was pretty strong, right? Listen, what I saw, and Jimmy, listen, I can't disagree with that. But what I saw was something that I think Tommy was hiding, in his last year in New England. I think the Tom Brady that we saw over the weekend is the real Tom Brady, and it just kind of showed through for the first time in its full glory. I know people like Max Kellerman and some other folks have been plotting Tom Brady's downfall for a hot minute, and I don't want to be one of them people, but I do believe that his time was over like 3 years ago. I think this charade that they doing down there in Tampa Bay. I mean, I just think it's all for show. It's like a house of cards. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my take on it. Glass. Where you at with it?
Now, I don't want to seem like I'm caping up for Tom Brady. I don't give a damn about Tom Brady. I don't give a damn about the team he came from. But the man is 43 years old. He's keeping himself in tip-top shape. He lost a step or two. I admit to that. To say that should have left 3 years ago, I'll be the first one to tell you I was on that boat, but still and yet, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6-2. Mm-hmm. He's not the Tom Brady that he was before, but he's still running roughshod through the NFC South. And I understand that how that saying go, and we'll get into it. I feel sorry for your Carolina Panthers. I think in week 1, they got their ass handed to them by the Saints, and who was the next one up? It was the Panthers.
Yeah.
They had their ass handed. They had their teeth kicked in last week, but look who they going up against this weekend. Yeah, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. So back to Tom Brady. I agree he lost a step, but he's still a formidable quarterback compared to some of the quarterbacks in the league. So is he? Don't ever have me capable for Tom Brady ever again.
I'm just saying, is he running real shot because him and the team that they've assembled down there are that good, or
no? Okay, but we always talking about these aging quarterbacks.
Yeah,
yes, he's running rough shot through the NFC South, and the only person that's giving them problems is a 41-year-old Drew Brees.
Right. I don't know. I definitely think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won't be like everybody got them as the NFC South champs. I don't know about that. I think the Drew Brees might have something to say about that. I think he got more to lose in this gamble than Tom Brady. Tom Brady really playing with house money. He don't really, if you win, great. If you don't, whatever. He got his legacy that we're talking about. And I felt like, especially last weekend, this right here was like, I made this beautiful thumbnail for the show, showed his 6 Super Bowl trophies and all that, and they all nice and shiny, JB. But this right here put a little stain on it, put a little patina on some of them trophies, man. Because now that I thought about it, Vernie brought this up to me last week when I was helping her with her show, is that the Tom Brady Super Bowl wins, man. Y'all got to go back and look at them. Ain't none of them been dominant. Ain't none of them been, like the New England Patriots was a superpower. The one time they were a superpower, guess what? They lost the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, they win on a bad kick in Carolina. They have good luck, with the Rams, and it's always been a thing here or there that got them to win. And then when they lost in dramatic fashion. So is his legacy really the GOAT, JB? Like, everybody got Tom Brady elevated status, but if you break it down, it's hard for me to kind of really get on that boat. It really is. I'm just saying. Where you at with it?
No, I never believe it. Ain't no way in hell you could be the last pick in the 6th round and do anything. I don't care if it's piccolo or badminton or riding horses. You just if you get blessed to go to a team that's always legitimately been good, that's Hall of Fame players off the New England Patriots roster left and right. And you got arguably the best coach of football ever. You're gonna do great things. There's no way the team in New England right now they should be the New York Jets, but since it's Belichick, they able to compete.
Right.
Brady has been fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Now his ego has gotten the best of him, and we saw without that support of a really smart and ingenious coach, we see that. What I thought he always been. This was a little bit worse than that because of some of the interceptions and the decisions, and some of his efforts to evade. I think that's diminished because of age. But he looked bad. It was piss poor, and I won't mince words on that. It don't matter who it is.
Yep,
Mahomes have a bad one, we'll call it for that week how it is.
Absolutely. I think any other quarterback, the pressure would have been immense, Glass. I think, can you imagine if this had happened to a Russell Wilson or somebody like that? I mean, the conversation would have been off the chart, right? If it had happened to anybody except for the god Tom Brady, and it seemed like a lot of people just sweep it under the rug, like, you know what? That dude got 6 Super Bowls. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Next week.
Right,
Let me do this too, Q, because I'm fair. I know I said that I was gonna go back and forth during the week leading up to the game.
Yeah.
That I was, I didn't know who would have picked. But shouts to the New Orleans Saints. They came in there. The sweep was on the line. It wasn't just
right.
First meeting. A sweep was on the line. Brady know about all that. There's a lot of pride going to that with teams, and especially with a division foe, and you get your ass bust both times.
Yeah.
So they came into your house and did that to you.
Yeah.
They had no answers because usually Brady responded around second or third quarter or down the third position. He usually would answer.
Yeah.
Not this time.
All right, Glass.
He answered by giving the ball to the team in the other jersey.
Yeah, a lot of times. So this is what we got to do. Look,
it is what it is, Glass.
We're going to use this 2020 season.
It's what it is.
We're gonna use
I know it sounds like I'm talking about Gardner Minshew, but yeah, Gardner was better than him last week.
And I think a lot of quarterbacks were better. You know what I mean? But we're gonna use this 2020 season to go ahead and bid adieu to a few of these quarterbacks. Let's go ahead and set the sun on a few of these guys. Like, who do you like? I don't think some of these guys. I don't expect to see them come back next year. And I'm just going to throw my little 4 or 5 out, and I'm going to see what y'all think. Rivers, I think first of all, I think Indianapolis gambled on this whole acquisition. I think there was other choices and other options out there they could have made before the season started, and they didn't, namely one Cam Newton, and ain't going to mention Colin Kaepernick and all that. But whatever, right? It was options out there. So I got Phillip Rivers. I think it's Super Bowl or bust for Ben Roethlisberger. They on the roll right now. You know what I mean? Like, they're showing a couple chinks in their armor, and I mean, like, honestly, the injuries are just piling up on Ben, and we saw him leave the game last week. And how much more of this can we do? I think a Super Bowl or bust for him. Breezy, same situation. I feel like a Super Bowl or bust for Drew Brees. I don't think his body gonna be able to take that much more of it. If he don't get the job done this season, he had a hell of a run, right? And then my last one I would say would be, I think Rodgers still got another go in him. He got another, but it's got to be Brady. It's got to be Brady. Brady. I think at least Bruce Arians is done with Brady. I think he's ready to move on. I think he's seen what he needed to see. It doesn't get ready to go. All right, so Jimmy, that's my. I just threw 4 at you, Glass. What you think?
To me, I'm a roll with whatever I got until the wheels fall off. I don't see the wheels falling off. You know, before the season, I would agree with you, but Breeze. No.
I understand where you're coming from because
record, man. And don't get me wrong, I ain't glorifying these quarterbacks because it's a team sport, and I didn't get my time to say what I had to say about the GOAT situation. But that's all. That's all good.
Okay.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, until the wheels fall off.
You don't think they fell off in Tampa already?
No.
Wow.
There's other quarterbacks out. Hence, Flacco out before I kick it. Before you
quarterback
had a double fix, and I understand. Once again, he'd be kicked out the door too. There's other quarterbacks I would pick before I pick them for right there, right now.
Okay.
As a 2020. Because they're winning, man. I don't understand what you're saying, man.
No. What I'm saying is, I think they got some guys in the tank for 2020, but not going forward. Not after 2020. I'm not bringing those guys back.
What did they show you other than getting their ass kicked one day out of a season?
No, they named what it been. JB, you remember opening week Tampa Bay? You remember Tom Brady's performance week 1? And granted, I don't want to hear the excuse about no OTAs and no preseason. Yeah, but whatever. I'm just saying, opening day.
What are we talking about? Tampa Bay?
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay is 6-2 right now. What are we talking about, man?
Okay, they're 6-2. Look at the 2 games they lost. Look at the 2 gagames they lost.
Why are we kicking them out? Why are we kicking them out and they ain't got a flat tire yet? They hit a couple of speed bumps.
All right, I'm just
6-2.
6-2 That's 6-2.
You talking about get rid of?
There's 16 games in the season. There's 16 games in the season.
You sound like Detroit when they got rid of Caldwell with a 10-6 record.
You won
Look
6.
where they at now.
You won. If you won 10, that's a different conversation. But you won 6.
When Caldwell, no,
you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Boom. Jim Caldwell was 10-6 in 10.
I'm okay with 10. I'm okay with 10, but 6 now. I think Tom Brady will win another game or 2. But I mean,
my point is, you don't get rid of people unless you got a reason to get rid of them.
Okay.
Jim Caldwell there was no reason for you to get rid of Jim Caldwell with 10-6 record.
Jim Caldwell.
There's no reason for you to get rid of Lovie Smith with a 10-6.
They don't play quarterback, JB. That's all I'm saying. They don't on their field.
You talking about throwing them out the door and they 6-2.
Okay.
You talking about throwing Brees out the door? He's 6-2.
Yeah.
You talking about throwing Roethlisberger out the door? Damn it,
JB, what was Favre's record on this last season? Wasn't he like 10-6 in his last season? Wasn't he? Yeah, he was.
All I know
Brett Favre
is that the New York Giants were one bad throw away from beating Tampa Bay. A lot of games that they won, they looked bad.
Yeah.
And I said one fan of the Tampa Bay was tweeting that, I think Tampa Bay could beat the Ravens after the game against Pittsburgh. No, you can't.
No.
Team sucks. They're house poor. They got all these names on the team: Gronkowski, Brown, Brady. No,
and you're playing against teams like Dallas,
New York, the New York Giants, really, and you struggled.
Right.
Glenn,
look who they play. Okay, 4 of their wins is Carolina, Dallas, Atlanta. Who was the other one? Come on, those are nobodies. Like anybody can beat them on any day in 2020. You know, that's just 4 of the 6 wins that they got. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I'm just bringing it down for you. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Yeah.
This gonna be. I think Joe Flacco
we
had
get
a better
feelings
game.
put in on this situation, man.
That's no feelings. That's facts.
Sure?
You go look at it. Look at it, man. Look at it. Look this. I mean, you can fall for the names and the record. We seen this one before.
You know,
we done seen teams with a whole bunch of names on it.
Who did they beat? What's the credible team that they beat? Did they beat Kansas City? Did they beat Baltimore? Did they beat Pittsburgh?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tampa. I'm talking about Tampa. Did they beat Green Bay? I think they did beat Green Bay. No, they didn't.
They did beat Green Bay. They whooped Green Bay.
Okay, so they beat. Okay, that's one. So that's one game that they won. One credible game.
Halfway there. Okay, name all the credible games that your team beat.
No, my team was this horrible this year. This ain't about Carolina. We know they horrible. They ain't beat nobody. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think that's fair. They can't control their schedule. But I'm saying they
Exactly.
struggled against their scheduled opponents. That's
Yes.
what I'm
They
saying.
beat the Packers. They beat the Raiders.
Yeah. Wow.
You
Wow.
line them up and they knock
Wow.
them down. I agree with JB.
Dallas, New York, Carolina. Really? Atlanta? You
can say the same with any
Are you
team out there,
serious
man.
right now? Oh, come
The
on.
schedule is what it is.
Okay.
It
Okay.
is what it is.
Okay, so you're not gonna put those. You're not gonna put all those guys out of pasture, right? So let's just real quick. We'll move through it. Not Rivers. Okay, not Rivers.
All right. Okay. Wait. Stop.
Yeah.
Big Q.
Yeah.
You said who? You said
Rivers.
You said Rivers. Okay. Rivers. Yes.
Okay.
Rivers might be on this way.
He was my first
I
pick.
agree with that one.
He was my first pick, right? It was Rivers. Okay, then it was Roethlisberger.
They undefeated.
Again.
What have they shown you? Once again, we talk about the team sport. I ain't putting everything, but
The quarterback, everything
you're not
goes
a
through that
horrible
quarterback.
Where you are a deficiency
Listen,
on the team.
JB, you know what I'm feeling right now, and this is what I'm feeling. I understand how you may feel like you have a credible argument because you took your team to the Super Bowl and won it with an 85-year-old quarterback who contributed nothing to the game at all to take home the Lombardi Trophy and ride off in the sunset with it. So I understand where you're coming from. You know, I get it. I can understand.
I don't understand where we're coming from because number one, like I said, this is a team sport. I ain't putting on the quarterback. JB already know Ravens won a Super Bowl with Dilfer.
Yeah, but Difford was better than Peyton Manning at that time.
Buccaneers won a Super Bowl with what's his name? Johnson.
Oh,
Can't remember his name.
yeah, and then the Raiders
Brad
won it,
Johnson,
and
yeah,
They didn't never give up 3 touchdowns in the first half either. Neither one of those teams. They're all historic defense.
Are we going game by game or are we going by season? Everybody have a bad.
I'm just
everybody
telling
have
you,
a bad game, man.
You can't
That's all
put
I'm
lipstick on this. You can't. Yeah, you can't put. But I'm just saying. Listen, everybody. Tampa Bay knew hosting this game. It's a rubber match between the class of the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that. I guarantee the Panthers know it. The Falcons know it, and the Saints know that they're the class. Tampa Bay knew it too. You got a chance to hold serve at home to keep a leg in this divisional race.
Right.
You drop one at home that bad, and especially in particular your quarterback playing his worst. I feel like it's his worst football game he ever played. Kind of the crappy show that.
And it's a Week 9 division game in the middle of the season. We ain't talking about playoff time. We ain't talking about that yet. What up, Josh? You made it through on YouTube, huh? That's good, man. Good to see somebody squeeze through on YouTube. I didn't think. I know when we started, YouTube was having some problems. But anyway, Glass.
Okay.
Now you're down 2 games. You'll never make up. You'll never close that gap. I guess they depended on the special playoffs. This playoff makeup, but it don't even matter if you get swept.
Right. I mean, because
Big Q, you just got through saying you going by what you see, right?
The eye test. That's what we said in the beginning. We said in the beginning, right? We said the eye test. And what I saw was an old dude out there, a statue getting smashed around, and try to protect himself by throwing the ball to that dude in the other colored jerseys, and I just felt like this dude was at the end of his rope and he's done. He got nothing left to give the game.
Come on,
listen, I'm not taking away nothing.
Russell Wilson got he touched that turf damn near 8 times. Against the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference, man? And you talking with this? I'm gonna shut up after this.
Yeah.
Talking about the eye test.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When they had, and now I'm not issuing on Jameis Winston. I'm just gonna state the facts. 2017, 5'11. 2018, 5'11. 2019, 79. Where they at now?
Well,
and you talking about get rid of him?
Okay.
They 6-3 right now with 9 games in.
9 games in. I'm just saying.
And you talking about we're gonna get rid. Who you gonna get to replace him next year?
Hey, look, that's the plan that they put in place. You don't want to find yourself like the Denver Broncos, do you?
See,
I'm not doing. JB, why is everything gotta be personal? Why is it gotta be personal? I'm just saying. The Broncos won a Super Bowl, right? Didn't have no plan in place for the old ancient quarterback, and for the next 6 years.
No. Yes, we did. We just made him a stupid mistake.
I'm just saying.
He made a lot of them. He made Cleveland Brown quarterbacks type of mistakes.
You know what? Because you know what? You put all your eggs in the one basket. And that's the same thing that you think Tampa is doing, right? And Bruce Arians is smarter than that. He is not going to do that. He's not going to do that.
You feeling attacked? I'm ready.
Listen, I tell you.
For these old men, bro.
Yes, come on, man.
Until you show me that you had a losing season,
Yeah.
I'm sticking with them unless I'm coming through the draft.
So okay,
better.
so listen, so you take the gamble.
Right, Glass. I won't call it a career over one bad game because they are any given Sunday in the league. I'm just speaking about this past game.
Okay,
I got
you. All right. So Glass. So you won't be feeling so attacked because it wasn't an attack. I'm just using my references that I have, right? I'm just saying. Let's flip the script and let's talk about the young guys, right? Because because we get excited about the young guys. We got this crop in the middle who are not rookies. They're second, third year guys. They're making waves. Mahomes, Watson, Jackson. Who else is in that list? It's like 4 or 5 of those guys. So it was like 4 or 5 of them dudes. Oh, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, yes.
No.
Yes,
Josh Allen come before Baker.
Whatever, right? But
you need to stop kicking. You know what?
JB, not the new fresh guys.
Nothing, man. Now we sitting here talking about quarterbacks.
Wow. Listen. We don't got time on the show for me to tell you all Baker Mayfield's contributions to the Cleveland Browns. We don't have enough time.
You with
Mahomes, Watson, Jackson.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Really?
You know what?
He got some edge you need to clear up, but he's an athletic quarterback.
I don't know if I can. Well, I guess Jackson is on his third season, right? So I guess because I was gonna say Allen was too young to go in that crew, but he came in the league.
I would say Dak Prescott, but
you know what? I will put Prescott in there because let's not go on. I mean, we got to go on what he did. You know what I mean? Like what he he did have a body of work. You know what I mean? He did have a body of work. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't know who else you put up in there. I'm looking like that might be the end of the middle of the tier.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so he says
how about Derek Carr?
Derek Carr?
I like Derek.
Yeah, I like Derek Carr. I put him in that group there. And then you got the super fresh dudes, JB. Now, I know we only had 1.5, well, I guess 2.5 game sample size of Tua Tagovailoa, and then there's Kyler Murray, and then there's Justin Herbert, Joe Burrows. Who else am I missing here? Right? Yeah, those some. Yeah, but I think out of that crop, in Glass, listen, I know we it's like we ain't really had a lot on the plate. We ain't really had a sample size worthy of really properly dissecting. But I think the narrative on Tua, JB, is changing a little bit now. He got that little start when they brought him in that blowout or whatever, right? And then he got the job. Didn't really do much in his first outing. But what did you see in him last week, JB? Did you become a believer? I'm gonna tell you like this. I got on the bandwagon. I saw what I needed to say. I saw some things. I'm talking to JB right now. I'm talking to.
He carrying a whole his back, man.
Wow.
He got 6 plates on that rack, boy. Lift them calves up.
CJB, like I'm talking to you. I ain't talking to that cat. That dude's a hater.
I'm not sold. I'm not sold, man.
No?
Sorry.
So this is what I said.
More than 2 games, please.
This is what I said on Sunday's Best. I said in that first outing, he didn't really do much. He only had like 98 yards. He had that 1 touchdown. He had a few passes. He didn't really do much, right? It was a game that was largely won by the defense and special teams. But in the second outing, he had some pretty decent stats. And I wanted to see him think on his feet. I wanted to see him kind of go and do his own thing and improvise. And he did a lot of that. He was running around. He was, he had some pressure on him. He made some really good throws, and really his judgment was great. I saw, again, talking about rookie in his second start, okay? And I mean, for a rookie in his second start, I like what I thought. That's what I'm saying. You act like I'm saying he's going to win the Super Bowl. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, he done earned his keep. I'm saying I can quit looking at him like, well, he done. He earned his spot,
He played 2 games out of a 9-week season. Okay.
Is that his fault?
You know what, Jay? You know what, Q? I could sell you a lemon and make a lot of money. I just got to make sure the car run for a good day.
Wow.
Run fast for a good day, you'll go ahead and buy.
That's it.
Wow.
30 minutes, man. You got it.
Man, I got you.
Oh.
Listen, man, all I got to say is this. No, I'm not ishing on Tua Tagovailoa. I'm not at all. He showed me some promise, but you gotta give me more than a 2-game sample.
Oh, so in week 3, when I was saying about Joe Burrows,
you act like Tua is up in here playing like
that's again. That's not what I'm saying. Why you do me like that?
They got a #1 scoring defense and got a defense that has shut down teams.
Do me like this every week.
Points or less.
I didn't
get more credit to the defense more so than Tua Tagovailoa.
I think I did. Did I not do that? Did I not? I did that.
You didn't mention nothing. You didn't mention nobody else on the team.
Oh my God! My exact words were: this first outing was won largely by the defensive special team. I said that literally, word for word.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I did. I'm saying. Okay, but here's the thing.
I said this last week. It's easy to play with the lead. You get really judged if you can really play in this league.
Yeah.
If you can.
Right.
And you have to.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, we haven't seen.
I got my guys that ran the MVP, and he still got room for improvement.
Oh yeah.
And you think?
Again, there's the hyperbole. That's not what I said. I didn't say the dude was Tom Brady reincarnated. I didn't say that. I don't say it was. I think it was justified at the second start. Brian Flores making that change. Remember the podcast. My podcast last week was really about. Yeah, it was justified
on the second start.
Has he disappointed yet? Right?
He ain't have time to
game and a half.
It's only 2 games.
He only played a game and a half.
Game and a half.
Okay. So it's not justified. So if he had lost both of this outings,
no.
What would the conversation be about? Like, okay, even if he played well,
the defense have a bad day.
Even if he played well, right? I don't get you guys. I really don't. Okay, here we go. Right, here we go. Now I remember in week 3. I was talking about Joe Burrow. Now, Joe Burrow was coming off his second loss in a row, and I was like, oh, no, I'm completely sold on Joe Burrow, blah, blah, blah. And you was all like, Joe Burrow is the future of the NFL. You don't remember that? You don't remember that after 2 games?
I remember that.
Oh, so it's okay for you to anoint a young quarterback, but I can't do it.
Joe Burrow.
Oh, and I like Tua Tagovailoa. So what's the problem?
Okay. Well, his stats was 60 passes. He had 60 attempts for 300 yards.
And he lost.
Debut or his second.
And he lost. And he lost.
Exactly. Like I said, you get judged.
I'm just laying out the facts,
man. You
man.
can't come in the game, you're already winning, and then do a little bit in the game that's already.
Listen, I don't even count the first game. Was it Dallas? What was it?
The game that he played a full game, he went toe to toe against Colin Murray.
Yeah, and it was a struggle in
that. Won.
Yeah.
Barely won. 34-31.
Playing in the game that other parts of the team is keeping you winning is no more than being a game manager. He didn't do nothing to hurt the team.
I mean, listen, dude, he was in there with the red hot Arizona Cardinals where Colin Murray he had his killer instinct on that game. And I mean, in the second start, he was able to withstand that and hang in there with that. I think y'all are not giving the young boy enough credit, and that's fine. He
ain't played enough to get credit.
I'm just saying. I just remember y'all crowning Joe Burrows in week 3. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
It ain't even been 3 games for Tua. I mean, it ain't.
But it was week 3 when y'all was talking about Joe Burrows. It was only 2 games for him too. So
I know because he played 3 games at least.
Okay, all right.
He started from week 1.
Okay.
On a sorry team.
The dude lost 2 games. Okay, I digress.
And had 60 attempts for 300 plus yards.
What else you want him to do? And that's coming from a rookie.
Okay.
From a rookie.
Okay. All right.
2 is what? Is this his first year?
Yeah, he's a rookie. Yeah. Come on, man.
All right. 2 games in. Okay.
Yeah. 2 games in.
The guy ain't trash, but I ainin' ready to have an opinion.
Wow.
I'd rather talk about. I'd rather talk about Justin Herbert.
No, what is Justin Herbert is barely. He's below 500 right now.
He's a hell of a.
Are we talking about team? Are we talking about individuals?
When did he come in? Week 3, week 4. When did he come in? Week 4, right?
He came in week 1.
No, he didn't. He didn't start.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Tyrod
Taylor got punched in the lung in week 1, bro.
Oh,
week 1.
Okay, week 1. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did he start it? I didn't know.
No. He didn't start. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Okay, Justin Herbert's cool. I like him too. You know what I mean? But he, it's cool. He ain't won nothing. He's sub 500. Okay. It's all good. He's sub 500. But JB, somebody got to get retired or something.
You gonna talk about? I'm gonna put you on First Street, bro. How you gonna talk about the quarterback who can't even pronounce his last name? Man?
Who that? Tagovailoa.
See, there you go. Tagovailoa, man.
We'll call him Tua. We have a who that Chris Fields, who that for life says Saints fans are rooting for y'all this weekend, so don't do your usual. Man, listen, if you putting faith in Carolina as a Saints fan, what you mean?
Happen.
What?
I just told you the scenario. Tampa Bay got their ass whooped week 1 by the Saints, and they whooped the Panthers the next week.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Fast forward, Saints put the hands on Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who they play next? Y'all not gonna win.
Hey, listen, you know what? I ain't ready to make that pick just yet, but I would say this is what I would say. I would say this: we Carolina, ruled Carolina completely out of the game last week, and that was not the case against the reigning Super Bowl champions. That's all I'm gonna add to that, right? Yeah, they lost and lost. Almost don't count. I get it. Look,
the disclaimer.
All I'm saying is we completely gave them no shot. And
all I'm saying is any given Sunday.
No, it is what it is. I'm just saying, with that little piece of information, when it comes time to pick your games, just take it with a grain of salt. That's all I'm saying, Jay. That's all I'm saying. Just like pretty much everybody said that the Saints were going to lose. I mean, the Saints were going to lose against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I saw the pregame show. I think it was on CBS or Fox. I can't remember who it was. No, it was an NBC game because it was everybody, Tony, everybody. It was a clean sweep across the board. Everybody said Tampa Bay was going to win. Everybody lost a bunch of money in that game. So again, any given Sunday, Glass. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, so Jay, but you don't like none of the young quarterbacks. You gonna stick with that with the class? He said no, straight up.
I just think they got to prove themselves.
Yeah.
You don't get utter out of me after 2 weeks or a game and a half.
Wow.
Fitzpatrick should be in there.
Well, I can't really.
They heard his bid to become a solid starter somewhere, especially with this team.
Yeah, I'm not.
Miami's a good team.
I'm not going to disagree with that at all. But like I said, I'm not a huge fan of what they did in Miami. But at the same time, as a guy watching the game, as a fan of the sport, I think I have a little bit more fun watching Tua than watching Fitzpatrick. It is what it is. It don't really matter to me. I mean, it's the Miami Dolphins. I could care less. You know what I'm saying, right?
You know what?
It's just a roll. Be this easy though.
Right. It's just a roll of the dice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brian Flores made a good move. He's coach of the year.
Right.
Brought him up in there, and he crapped out, and then everybody asking for his job.
And really, is it?
Nah, wait, it covered. It's a good insurance policy. You can bring Fitzpatrick back.
Right.
That's true.
And is it really that much of a gamble?
Right now, it'll get dark.
but is it really that much of a gamble considering that other than that one looming threat of Buffalo, who might I remind you to y'all didn't get no chance last week either, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. But I would like to say that there wasn't that much of a gamble. I mean, like, anybody can win. Well, two teams can win the NFCs. I don't think the Patriots got a shot, and clearly the Jets don't got a shot. So I don't think it was that much of a gamble. I think it was like, hey, you can do it you can win 8-10 games with Fitzpatrick. You can probably win 8 or 10 games with Tua. Whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, you gonna need?
It was a perfect situation, knowing that your other two phases of the game playing lights out.
Yeah,
that's true.
When you go wrong, at the end of the day, you could have brought anybody in there to manage the game.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, when
a lot of reps,
and you finish under 500 for the past 3 to 4 years, you can't go nowhere but
absolutely right. So everybody was trying to make it seem like it was a huge game. I don't think so. I think it was a definitely calculated move, but it couldn't lose either way. I mean, you're gonna be okay regardless, right? Unless you get to the playoffs with Fitzpatrick, and he does Fitzpatrick things, and it's too late to bring the rookie in because it's playoffs, and then it's a problem. You know what I mean? But the timing was good. It didn't matter.
The only gamble I could see by having Tua come in and having him run like scripted, have him on a short leash basically the whole game, no matter what the situation. the gamble is health. Like that's hoping, because we just saw Kyle Allen take a leg whip and it turned his ankle the other way in Washington. So you just hope that things like that don't happen. But as far as the game plan, the short leash he on, I mean, you let him let him take the live reps.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely believe that. Well, we're gonna get to the part of the show, Glass, where we're gonna get into another argument. I know it's gonna happen because we're getting ready to do these picks and we'll never agree on. Well, sometimes we agree on these picks, but first, I got two things I want to announce. Well, you know what? Let's just do this one thing first. I do want to talk about Anchor, right? Because that's I'm obligated to talk about Anchor. Easiest way to make a podcast. I'm enjoying Anchor. The Sunday's Best Podcast is doing pretty good there. It's nice. And about the Sunday's Best Podcast, I'm gonna have an announcement at the end of the show about that. You guys pay attention to that. But go on Anchor FM if you want to get into to podcasting, or if you want to just listen to some really cool podcasts that are out there right now. Actually, in the show notes or the description of this video, wherever you guys are watching it at, you can actually go in there and either click on the link to leave us and we'll play it back and maybe answer it on the show, or you can help support the podcast. Also, if you decide to get into podcasting yourself, you can also have opportunity to make a little bit of change yourself because Anchor helps you monetize your podcast. With that being said, Glass, how you gonna piss me off this week?
We got 5 on the docket. We're gonna see how this roll through. First off, Thursday night game, which tomorrow we got the Indianapolis Colts that's 5-3 going up to Nissan Stadium to play the 6-2 Tennessee Titans.
It's easy for me, JB.
South.
It's easy for me, JB. I know it's a division game, and the Colts, they're in a weird place right now. But I also think that the Tennessee's in a weird place. They got more on the line than I think Indy does, and I feel like there's still a righting of the ships, so to speak, that we need to be doing in Tennessee. Tennessee needs to reestablish themselves as a playoff threat, and this is where they started at right here. I got Tennessee winning big here, JB.
They both teams lost last week, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So and I think Philip Rivers was pissed off that we got a phantom interception against him. But what else is new with Philip? He always, he always interceptions. Some controversy, some clean, some were just stupid. But either way, the Titans are bad against the Colts since they existed in the AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the curse continues.
Mm.
I mean, they never beat Andrew Luck in his career in Indy. Never.
Wow. So you're saying that the ghost of Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck easy. But I mean, it's a big point.
I wish they would get over the hump, but both teams desperately need this game.
Yeah.
So you got the
desperately
Colts?
need it. I got the Colts.
Oh, my man. Okay, me and you see eye to eye because, and I apologize, JB. The Titans won last week because they beat our sorry-ass hometown Chicago Bears.
That's right.
But that's neither here nor there right now.
That is right.
We got Derrick Henry that's running rush out through the league, but then again, he run up against the Indianapolis Colts defense that's ranked second in run defense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a problem. They lost the last 2 games in Tennessee against the Colts. Last year and the year before last. With all that being said, it's a divisional game. We know how we feel about the divisional game. You take the record, throw it out the window.
Yeah.
It's gonna be head to head. And like JB said, both teams need this game. And I know this is gonna be I don't know if you want to consider an upset.
Yeah.
Both legitimate teams. As long as Phillip Rivers doesn't turn the ball over and stop gunslinging, I got the Colts winning this game against the Titans.
Okay. I am not going to agree with that at all. I am not going to do it.
Then you get to come back with your broke clock. And
No. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring a soundbite with because I like doing that.
Okay. Next up, we got the 72 Buffalo Bills going up to State Farm Stadium to play the 5-3 Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, that is a good one. That's going to be one of the highlights of the weekend right there.
Yeah.
Wow. The Cardinals playing at home. Do they have enough? Look, they got a lot of speed. I'm just, man, I don't know. So normally I would pick the Cardinals in this situation because I like the speed that they got. They got more options. I think, running them, they receivers and stuff out of the backfield. I like all that stuff. That kind of stuff makes me, I like watching that kind of stuff. But that smash mouth AFC East style of the Buffalo Bills, man, That's gonna be a hard one, and I think if they smack the Cardinals, I don't think the Cardinals are hard enough. I ain't gonna call them soft now. I'm not gonna do that, but I don't think they got enough grit to withstand that Buffalo onslaught. I worry a little bit about the turnovers and stuff in Buffalo, but I'm gonna go with Buffalo in this game. I'm worried about the turnover, especially going against this secondary, but. I'm gonna stay with the faith. I'm going with the Bills Mafia here.
Okay,
JB.
Kyler Murray is no Russell Wilson, and the Bills had some for Russell. Outscored him, and they stopped his wizardry. I would say Kyler Murray is nowhere on that level, and Miami definitely had a way to stop Chris Jarrett and the other guy a game against. Arizona. So, and the Bills defense pretty much is the same.
Yeah.
They rank top 5 in defense in certain categories. So I'm taking the Bills also.
Well, the litmus test was Russell Wilson. Arizona put a whoop in that. Seahawks. They had a legit defense.
Yeah.
Just last week, the Bills beat the Seahawks. They put Russell Wilson on his back many, many times. And I think that's going to be the difference. The way they beat, well, like I said, that's the limit test. They went in overtime. Cardinals went in overtime with Seattle. Bills beat Seattle. So with that being said, it might be by who have the most turnovers between Josh Allen and Kyler Murray. I think the Buffalo Bills defense going to corral Kyler Murray in the pocket, so he won't have to do no damage in his run game. So I'm going to go ahead and agree with you guys. I'm going to pick the Buffalo Bills over
there. Is no run game in Arizona, except for Kyler.
There you go. And that's
they got a little committee back there, don't they? They got like 3 running backs to use, right?
But it ain't
never materialized.
Right.
No threat.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Seattle Seahawks 6-2 going up to SoFi Stadium, play the 5-3 Los Angeles Rams. NFC West.
NFC West, sure, man. And honestly, my faith in the Rams is waning by the week. It really is. You know what? I think that genius, that Sean McVay genius, and all that stuff. I don't know, man. It's it just seemed a little bit weird. That it doesn't materialize in the same way. I mean, I'm thinking like 2 years ago, this team was almost virtually unstoppable, right? Until they got to the Super Bowl. Did they? No, they lost the Super Bowl, right? They did, right? Virtually unstoppable, and then they are a shell of themselves now. I don't really see anything super exciting, with the Rams. I just don't, And I mean, I see a couple exciting things in Seattle, right? And Seattle got they got that one thing that a lot of other teams don't have. They got a lot of heart. They will not die. They're not go quietly in the night, and they're not gonna stop playing until the clock reads 000. So with all that being said, I just think LA just don't have enough on they ain't bringing enough to the ball game to win this one. I think in Seattle they on a mission right now. They've been running into a couple bumps in the road. They got to get it right, and they really can't afford to be dropping these games no more, especially in a division game like this one. I like Seattle. What say you guys?
Okay. JB?
I don't see another repeat game where Russell gets sacked more than 4 times. Back-to-back games. And Metcalf and the receivers know they kind of let Russell down. I don't know what kind of defense Bills was playing, but they kind of threw off the rhythm. That's why Russell was taking all them sacks. I don't see them letting the division opponent had that kind of success. So I'm not betting on Russell losing two games in a row.
Right.
So I'm taking Seattle.
All right. Sounds good to me.
I agree with you, JB. Big Q. They got their ass handed to them last week. They licking their wounds. They looking for some get back, and what a great way to do it against a divisional rival.
Yeah.
Sean McVay was the boy genius when he first came into the league. I think everybody caught up to his way of thinking. I think Pete Carroll going to do the same thing. And I have a lot of credit for Jalen Ramsey, but I don't know who. If you're going to throw him on DK Metcalf, you're going to have problems. So I believe the Seattle Seahawks going to get retribution. They're going to put it out on the Rams. So I got the Seattle Seahawks over the Los Angeles Rams.
All right.
Next up is a Monday night game. We'll make this the last one. I was going to ask Big Q about the Texans and the Browns.
Oh,
Baker Mayfield fan, but we'll do
no comment.
We're gonna do this one as an NFC North battle on Monday night. We got the 3-5 Minnesota Vikings against the 5-4 Chicago Bears. I'm gonna go first on this one.
Yeah,
I think I think the tide's gonna turn. You know, Minnesota start off with 1-1.
Yeah, 1-4, 1-5,
1 something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And the Bears just came out here, was undefeated for like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah,
I just think Minnesota, they got their foot buried in the sand, and they're gonna march forward. They will surpass the Chicago Bears. I'm put it like that. And they're gonna give the Packers a run for their money if the Packers slack up. Bears, on the other hand, man, I don't know what it is. Matt Nagy, Foles, Trubisky, whatever it is, they got to fix that on offense. It ain't gonna be anytime soon. So it's a hometown game for the Bears, but I got the Vikings over the Bears, man.
You know what? Normally, I would be one of the main ones, like shutting the Vikings down. But you know what? Like the last, I'm coming around. You know, I think I picked against the Vikings most of the time this season. I think this is gonna be my first Vikings pick. I think I'm going with the Vikings on this one, JB. What you got on it?
I think I have to echo Glass. If you don't know who the quarterback is, that stuff is contagious through your organization, let alone the locker room. You got a guy that can't. You bench the guy to bring in the guy. He playing worse than the guy you bench.
Yeah,
that's no other part of the team is going to save you. That's a glaring elephant in the room. And Minnesota's on the rise, and they're doing it. They ain't even showed the best of themselves yet. So
yep,
I'm definitely taking.
I just think it's a little. I think it's a little too late. But either way, I think it's a good look for them. But it's just a tad bit too late, lads. It's a little bit too late.
They figured something out. They figured it out. It was late, but they did. They figured out what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go? Just
do it.
Shit and giggles.
Yeah. What is it?
Texans, Browns. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and give respect to this game. Houston, Texas, 2-6, going up to where are they going? What's the name of the stadium? First Energy Stadium to play the 5-3 Cleveland Browns.
5-3 Cleveland Browns. Hey, listen, you know the Texans. Look, JJ Watt already said he ain't got time for it. He ain't with it. He ain't with it. He ain't got no faith in this team, and neither do I. You know, I know. This is Vernie's team, her 2020 team. They suck, you know, and they starting record proved it. They fired the coach behind it. JJ Watt said he was done with it. He's out. Deshaun Watson's got to figure it out on his own. And I'm telling you, the implosion continues here. And, you know, and then we're going to see the continued rise, the meteoric rise of one Baker Mayfield in this game. And, you know, can they come off the bye too? I think they come off the bye this week, right? Yeah.
Who?
The Browns, right?
Yes. They are. Yeah.
So Baker's fresh. He's been in the film room. All that stuff that JB like to talk about Baker Mayfield, he corrected all that stuff because he heard what you specifically said about him, JB, and he corrected that stuff.
What, by being on the bye?
No,
by you
know, having his running, his wide receiver stuff passes for him. He ain't even got OBJ no more, so you know you ain't gotta worry about that no more. He got it.
JB,
man, I got the Texans, man, for all the right reasons.
I'm going to agree with JB, man. I think Cleveland Browns going to skip past this game, look at the next game.
Yeah.
And Romeo Cornell going to put a scheme together to not – Cleveland's run game ain't all that, but I think they're going to stop that and just going to show you – it's going to make Baker show us that you're going to beat us with this arm, and it ain't going to happen. So I'm going to go here. I don't know if you want to call it upset, but I got the Texans over the Browns.
No, it wouldn't be an upset, but you know,
and it's gonna look bad because they had 2 weeks to prepare for the game, and they're gonna stick to that sorry ass game plan that they came up with for 2 weeks. It's gonna get them beat.
Wow, you know what? No. Who gonna get beat? You think the Texans gonna lose to Browns?
No, the Browns gonna lose.
Oh. Browns gonna lose.
Wow. Okay. All right. I know y'all that's just Browns.
Especially if they put it on Barker's arm. I know his name Baker, but
it's all good. It's all good. Anyway,
put it on Bob Barker. It's over.
Y'all something else, man. Y'all something else. The hate is real. The hate is super real. for the people who made it through the YouTube nonsense, Chris Fields and Josh or whatever, I appreciate
Well,
y'all.
Microphone doing something funny again, Q.
Is it really? Oh, it
Sound like you.
sounds so good to me. Here, let me push this
It's
button.
time to go.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
it
what
is.
it is.
That's what it is.
Stop
that's
that
y'all think.
nonsense. He's
That's what y'all
spewing
think.
over
That's
there.
what y'all think. Okay, anyway, here's the deal. I want to thank everybody who came out through the YouTube nonsense. And if you joined us watching the show through Sportscaster or Twitter or Facebook, we appreciate it too. This week was a rough one. As a matter of fact, I was planning on debuting something really nice this week, but since YouTube was being weird, I might have to push it back another week. I wanted to debut the live version of Sunday's Best. I was going to bring Sunday's Best to the masses and do it live with and peep this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have a live telephone call segment. We're going to do our picks like we do normally, and I'm going to give you the show like I normally do it, but we're just going to have a live call-in section. I finally have the technology to be able to pull all this off. I was excited about doing it this week. Then YouTube kind of kicked me in the butt. So we'll see. If you get information, pay attention to the socials. Follow me on everything. So we will debut this edition, but next week. That was my announcement for this week, Glass. But you want to go ahead and put yourself over for everybody. Let them know what's going on.
All right. Excuse the drop seed, and then we fell on the music on me, but we're gonna put the music on Big Q. But it's all good because you know why? Because I'm gonna let Big Q live. Go ahead, do what you got to do because I got my own podcast, and I'm gonna go in on my bro right here tomorrow. Might be parental advisory.
Wow.
Sticker on that bad fella, but it's all good. But if you don't catch me here with my brothers, Big Q, JB, you catch me on Anchor FM. On my own podcast, the Sage of Sports podcast. Check it out. Especially check it out tomorrow because I got a lot of stuff to get off my chest of what happened tonight.
Wow.
But it's all good. But if you don't catch me there, you catch me on all social medias, Facebook, Instagram, The Sage of Sports. Bam.
Yeah.
Or on Twitter, Twitter, Sage of Sports 1. Email me at thesageofsports@gmail.com.
I feel like I'm like waiting on my invitation to be on the Sage of Sports show tomorrow. I'll wait on my invitation. Okay.
We'll talk.
Because you ain't gonna sit there and drag me with the
Oh yeah. No.
No.
You know what? I don't even want you to show up. That's gonna be my show.
Oh, nah, I want invitation.
My thing.
I want invitation.
All right.
JB, go ahead and put yourself over real quick, bro.
Hey man, I really ain't got a whole lot, man. Just thank all the people that came out battling that YouTube glitch. I'm sure a whole lot of streamers are going through some stuff tonight, but you can always find me here on Wednesday nights on live and on Twitter as Raven Show.
All right, you guys wish me luck this weekend. I'm saying if you guys really looking forward to me bringing Sunday's Best to prime time, let me know on Twitter, man. Follow me at TeamBoydTV. Hit me up on Instagram and all that good stuff. Everything is at TeamBoydTV. And Lord willing, man, we'll see you guys here next week. Y'all take it easy. We out of here. Peace.